What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another episode of San Diego Prep Insider. We got our first interview of the year. School has not quite started for everybody, but that doesn't mean we don't have seniors deciding on their college careers. Analiese Gagliano from Patrick Henry. She's going to play volleyball at the University of San Francisco. Go Dons. She's going to be a senior at Patrick Henry this year. So let's start. First off, congratulations and thank you for being on the show. But let's start right there. USF, what was that decision for you?
So people aren't kidding that there's this feeling when you step onto campus and it's just the feeling that this is where you're going to be for the next 4 years of your life. And after visiting USF and meeting the coaches and just seeing all the facilities and everything that's at the tip of the fingers for athletes, it was just no question about it. I fell in love with it.
So the campus is like in downtown, like you can see all of San Francisco from there, right?
Yes, you can. It's incredible.
So is it to the point where like you had just that divine moment where you were on campus and like the heavens parted and there was a light shining on you? Were like, this is it. I have found my place. These are my people.
That's what it felt like, literally.
And also you can stay with basically the same colors. It's a little bit different shade of green, but more or less your wardrobe can maintain its same color spectrum.
It can. It's perfect.
Now that you still have to sign on the dotted line and like get to college, but basically now that you're done with this whole process, maybe what's some advice you might give to younger student athletes out there about the recruiting process and about going through this whole college visits and decisions and transcripts and playing and club and like there's so much that goes into it. So maybe what's some guidance you would give to some younger student athletes?
I would definitely say stay consistent and stay true to what you want and what you're looking for in your process, and to never give up. You might hear people say no, you might hear the haters, whatever it is, but as long as you stay true to yourself and believe that you're going to make it to the next level, anything is possible.
So for the here and the now, your senior season is about to get underway. You guys are not back at school yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so summer break for a little bit longer. You mentioned before we got started here that it's going to be a little bit of some fresh faces. It sounds like you're going to be some of the senior leadership helping train the next generation of Patriots. Give us a little preview of what we're looking at this season.
Yeah, definitely. So it's looking to be a pretty new team since last season, which I think is going to be a challenge at first. But once we lay that foundation down in the preseason in August, we should look pretty good. And I think we're in a pretty tough league, but I think as long as we play as a team and find that niche in the beginning of the season, we should be doing pretty well.
When you talk about tough league, we'll have football teams on here that will complain about having to play one of Saints or Cathedral or La Jolla or someone like that. You have to play Point Loma, La Jolla, Cathedral, Parker. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. Canyon, like it's a really, really tough schedule. Is playing that level of competition something that has helped shape you, win or loss, into the volleyball player you are today? Or do you ever just be like, oh my gosh, I would love some tomato cake. I just would love 25 easy victories just once, just give me some winnable games.
I would definitely say this league, I love it. I crave to play these teams. No matter the outcome, it's just incredible to play like girls at such a high level. Cathedral, La Jolla, all of these games, I go into them so excited because no matter the win, I know that I'm coming out a better player because I'm not going to become a better player playing teams that we can beat easily. I'm going to become a better player in those tough situations and those tough opponents and just learning how to deal with those situations and help your team out.
That's probably why you are signing a Division I letter of intent, committing, and I wound up as a walk-on bench warming backup because I enjoyed the easy W's that came from non-league games. For you as a player, describe yourself a little bit, because volleyball is something that I have tried my best to learn over the years, but I never played it. I struggled to make some of the differentiations on some of the finer parts of the game. So what makes you? What is your style of play?
I go by being relentless. I think that's probably something that has helped me the most to perform. And that's also being just really positive, because without the positive energy, I would not be able to help my teammates grow. And that's something that I've always tried to be like as a leader, is that positive person everyone can look to. And when I'm positive, and even if I don't feel like being positive, I will fake it till I make it, because that's what's going to help me perform at my best. And I know I need to do that in order for my team to feel like they can come to me and they can rely on me.
What's the most satisfying feeling on a volleyball court? Is it a good clean dig? Is it a nice setup for a teammate, like an outside hitter to get a kill? Like, what is the the swish or that perfect crack of the bat? Like, what is that feeling for you on a volleyball court?
That feeling is definitely a perfect serve receive pass, a perfect set to the middle, and just the middle crushing it.
So
Just
it's
a
you,
perfect side out.
it's you getting to sit back and watch as your outside or your middle puts a ball at 95 miles an hour in some poor girl's face.
Yep, it's best feeling in the world.
How I mean, are you at the point now where you can tell just as the ball has left your hand, like, oh, yep, yep, that was perfect, I'm gonna sit back and watch this? Or is there still some nervousness of like, oh, please get there, please get there, please get there?
No, you can feel it right off the touch.
What's the worst feeling? Not necessarily like oh my gosh, like I'm heartbroken worse, but just sometimes you got to dive for one and it just gets like a little bit too far away from your fingers? Or is it just the fact that you're diving onto hardwood? Like what is something that people don't appreciate about that sucks doing that a bunch by the end of a volleyball season?
Worst feeling is as a libero, you make like a crazy save and put your body on the line, and then like the ball will drop, or
That's the one where you're flying away from it. You make some sort of like crazy thing. You go into the stands and the ball just goes the wrong direction. You're like, oh, damn it.
yep, pretty much.
Got there, right place, right time, wrong direction. Oh, man. For you guys, as Patrick Henry, I do, I mean, I'd like to offer this to all schools. Do you get the fans coming out, or do we need to maybe make some public call out or encouragement right now to the student section to show up a little bit better this year? And if so, what is maybe an early game on the schedule that you have circled that people should turn out to?
I think last season, towards the end of the season, we started getting a huge student section, but I think this season we do need to make that public announcement that everybody.
It's a gentle encouragement that COVID is kind of over. Let's not use that as an excuse anymore. Get your asses out there.
And definitely the Point Loma games. We
So,
want everyone out there.
so is Point Loma the rival right now for you guys as a program?
I believe it is, yes.
Now you can go out, you can pick any school you want. It doesn't have to be as a full school. But for you guys, is Point Loma because of a specific game, or just the most of them, or where does this stem from that you believe they're the rivals right now?
So last season they came to our gym on senior night, and
I don't
it
like where this
was
story's going.
it was a tough five setter, and we lost in the fifth set, and then we went to their home for revenge on their senior night, and we pulled out the win.
Nice. Okay, so you traded road dubs on senior night this year. You have them. I'm looking at it. You have them both relatively late in the season this year, so it's going to be potentially another. That seems like a nice send off for you as a senior for your second to last game of the season, of the regular season, to win at Point Loma. But let's not wait until September 29th for the fans to turn out at home. We'll have all the information in the I never know where in the below, or the link, or the bio, or the swipe somewhere. We will have the schedule for you guys to check out everything Patrick Henry volleyball this season. I see that you're opening with Country Day, Olympian, and Otai. So even the non-league that you have going on is tough teams left and right. Thank you so much for being on with us. Congratulations. I do always like to ask seniors, and I know that this is a loaded question, so there's no right or wrong answer, but what's left? What are you trying to accomplish still? What are you trying to do still? Like, what do you want to get done senior year that leaves you feeling accomplished in high school?
Senior year, I'm just trying to make progress as an individual because I know I can't control the team's outcome. As far as club volleyball, I'm just trying to bring home as many medals as I can. And for high school, if we can just make it to a CIF championship or win league or pull out something crazy, that would be incredible. And I'm going to do everything I can to get there.
Does Patrick Henry have a hashtag this year? Is it just Henry Hoopla still? That's been a while maybe since that word. Do you guys have a saying or a motto or something like that that we can close out with? You
I'm
don't
not
have to. You
sure.
don't have to. Look, hey, some teams come in here very social media branded, and I'm learning all of them. So we will say thank you. We will say go Patriots, go Dons. Congratulations again. We hope to see you at the NLI signing day, and we'll see you around, folks. Analiese Gagliano, just one of the great student athletes that deserves your support this year. Please make sure you go check out her and everything the Patrick Henry Patriots are doing this season. Talk to you soon, sports fans.